Parents, we are excited about another school year, but as you can see, we've got some construction going on right now, and that's going to change how we do our car line a little bit. You can see that part of Asbury has been blocked off, and that's going to affect our elementary car line. Now, our ECC will still use the same car line as they used last year, but our elementary will actually be entering the car line from 43rd and Asbury. They'll be stopped there, and then they'll cross over into this parking lot to be dropped off. We wanted you to be aware of that. Don't forget, Asbury is going to be a one-way street, but 43rd and Central is not a one-way street, so please be aware of that as well. We will help guide all of this new traffic on the first few days of school, but we wanted to give you some information, so take a look at this short video that will kind of explain that process. Thank you very much. We look forward to seeing you soon.
School starts at 8 in the morning and ends in 3 in the afternoon. Students can begin arriving as early as 7:30 a.m. and need to be picked up by 3:15 p.m. If a student arrives after 8 o'clock, a parent will need to come into the office to sign them in. We also encourage students to arrive as close to 7:45 as possible so they can get ready for the day.
Parents who are dropping children off at the ECC or Early Childhood Center will need to approach from the intersection of 46th and Asbury. Please remember that cars will be coming from all three directions. Asbury is one way during school hours, and this year is one lane. Please be sure to take note and follow the directions of the crossing guards at each intersection.
We ask that you stay as close to the outside curb as possible. This will allow room for emergency vehicles to get through if needed. We also ask that you don't block the driveways of our surrounding residents as you wait in the car line.
Parents dropping off at the ECC will pull up into the drive and pull up one of our staff members, assisting kids out of their cars. Students will need to exit from the rear driver's side door. Make sure the students have all their things ready to exit the car as soon as you are fully stopped.
If you have an older elementary or middle school student in addition to your child that you are dropping off at the ECC, you may let them out at the ECC and allow them to walk across to the elementary. They may then enter at the appropriate exit office door. As you are leaving the ECC, please be aware of all areas where elementary parent traffic could be entering the roadways. Parents of students in the main elementary building will need to approach the school on 43rd Street. Please remember that this is two-way traffic and that parents may be pulling into the line from various streets and driveways. Traffic will be alternated between ECC parents and elementary parents at the intersection of Asbury and 43rd Street. Students in 1st through 3rd grade who are dropped off at the front door will need to enter through the main front entrance. Students who are in 4th and 5th grade will enter through the exit office or school hours entrance. Remember, when leaving the ECC or when coming from 43rd Street, it is also an option to pull up to the curb across from the elementary and drop your student off across from the crosswalk. Please make sure that your child uses the sidewalk and also the crosswalk to enter the school. Student safety is our #1 concern. As you pull up to the crosswalks anywhere around the school, please be sure to stop before entering the crosswalk. This will allow students to cross safely while you are waiting to pull forward. When pulling out of the elementary parking lot, please remember that Asbury is one way and you must turn right. When you reach the intersection, all streets are two ways and you can turn in any direction. If approaching the school on foot, please remember that the sidewalk on the west side of Asbury is closed. Heavy machinery will be entering and exiting, and it is not safe for pedestrians. Please stop at the crosswalk and cross when indicated by the crossing guard. You will then need to take the sidewalk around the parking lot of the ECC. You will approach the elementary from the intersection of 43rd Street and Asbury. This route will of course apply in reverse to anyone approaching the school from the south that needs to get to the middle school or the high school. Please note, older siblings of ECC students will no longer be allowed to wait at the Early Childhood Center after school for their ride. Parents will need to pick up ECC children, then pull over to the elementary to pick up older siblings. Thank you.